Today, my dad and I start a new head-to-head challenge on Football Manager. Glory Hunter, a quest to win the league of the top 5 European nations and lift their main domestic cup, as well as also winning the Champions League and Europa League along the way. And we have just 20 seasons to do it. And the votes are in and you've decided to start us in different leagues, so let's reveal that while you press the subscribe button, because let's face it, you don't want to miss this series. 34% of you voted for my dad to become the manager of Chelsea, while 37% of you decided I should be the manager of RB Leipzig. But just imagine the fun we're going to have when this series really kicks underway and scenarios such as a job pops up that we both want to apply for, facing each other in a European competition, or when the best job available is in the same league as the other manager. Now, usually we score these versus challenges using points. However, not this time. Instead, it's down to who completes Glory Hunter first or has the most trophies won at the end of 20 seasons. So buckle up, because Dad is already complaining about his transfer budget and I'm already trying to sign free agents in the first transfer window. And I've also been pulled against Manchester City in the Champions League group stage. Dad,
yes,
the viewers selected Chelsea for you.
I'm quite pleased with that, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Especially with the amount of signings they've done over the transfer window, which obviously, so I've got a lot of good players in. I felt that I had to add a couple to them, but I'm not expecting to win the league this season. So my main goal this season is going to be FA Cup.
All right, good for the Glory Hunter. You
Yep.
signed 2 players
Yeah.
as well. You sold a player in Malang Sarr, then you brought in Dybala.
Yeah, I'm mainly for the position that you see him on there, the attacking midfield position. I felt I really wanted a real strong one then, but he's also a striker as well. So if I get an injury there, he can also drop into that position.
Absolutely. Good signing as well for just £10.25 billion. Then you said you wanted a striker because, of course, the injuries that you've got to Nkunku and Lukaku's not there.
Yeah.
He's gone on loan. Luis Muriel from Atalanta, £3.2 million.
I didn't have a lot of money left, but I thought for the, I know he's 32, but for the price that he was, I thought this was a good signing as well.
Yeah.
So you can already tell by the 2 signings I've got, I'm attacking.
Yeah. Nobody's doubting that. So as with Glory Hunter, of course, you can sign players who are 32 and not worry about it too much.
This would be what I've got to get used to now, isn't it? Because I don't normally like anybody over 30, do I?
No.
So this is big fun for me, I think.
Exactly, because we'll be off and out and at different clubs very soon. Okay, so your tactic then, as you say, is very attacking. Now, what we have done here is we selected Dad's favoured 11, because when you click best 11, it includes all of the loan players that is at the club, which we don't want. But you're not nailing any players in.
No.
Okay,
no, I mean,
there's a lot of injuries as well that you can see.
The main guy that I got from Roma, he's going to be fitting in there somewhere as well between the 3.
Yeah, I mean,
top
Nkunku's
3.
out for till Christmas, as
so
we've
that's
seen.
great.
He's just coming in real life, so you'll have Dybala drop into that position straight away.
And then when the other guy comes back, I'll probably drop him into the attacking 2 somewhere.
Yeah.
I think he's good enough to be probably one of the better strikers.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's up to the assistant to do that then, isn't it?
For sure. Right, let's have a look at my team then, because you guys chose RB Leipzig. Now, not a lot of people like Leipzig.
No.
There was a lot of people in the comments saying, don't ever go to Leipzig. But that's who you guys voted. And I made a couple of sign-ins. As you've already seen, we do have a goalkeeper that's joining at the end of next season. However, I don't think the goalkeeper right now is very good, so I signed David De Gea on a free transfer for just 41k a week. He starts in my lineup. I'm happy with that. He actually already got man of the match in the Super Cup.
Yeah.
But we'll have a look at that in a sec. So David De Gea joins on a free transfer. Then the only other signing that I decided to make was a loan deal, which was Hamad Traore from Bournemouth on loan, who plays that centre attacking midfield role as a squad player. We've got 2 really good options in there, which is the reason why I've selected the 4-2-2 narrow formation, because I've got a shadow striker and an advanced or an attacking midfielder on support. Dani Olmo, Xavi Simons, both exceptionally good players. Xavi Simons, 5 goals in 3 games already for me. Now, the only player I am nailing in is De Gea, because a lot of the times it puts Galashi in there, which I don't want to happen. But my best 11 does look like that, and it does put Openda up front with Werner. I was playing Sesko, but I'm okay with Werner going up there. Simons and Olmo. We've got Schlager and Campo in the midfield. Good back line. I think Willy Orban's not going to be around for too long, but we've got some really good backups as well. The likes of Simakan, who I think is a really good player, who can fit in there. So, yeah, we've got good options, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a look at the schedule then, because I haven't lost a game or dropped any points yet.
Started well.
Started very well. I beat Bayern Munich in the DFL Super Cup 1-1. Beat him on penalties. Yusuf Poulsen scored a 91st minute equaliser as well, after Thomas Müller scored in the 81st minute. David De Gea won man of the match. Brilliant stuff. Then I beat Leverkusen 3-0. Xavi Simons with a hat-trick. And Stuttgart 7-0. Xavi Simons with 2.
Good start.
Very good start indeed. So, I have Champions League football this year. Dad doesn't have any European football, which actually could be a good thing for that FA Cup run.
Yeah.
So, I obviously would be targeting the DFB Pokal. They've won that previously the season before, which is the reason why I was in the Super Cup. However, I think I could have a go at the Bundesliga this year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Especially after that start. Yeah. So I've gone toe-to-toe with Bayern Munich already. But the Champions League, I think, is a little bit out of my depth right now. And I've got Man City, PSV, Eindhoven, and Celtic in my group stage. I could drop into Europa League and maybe cause a bit of a fuss there, get one done early. But
I think you're qualified for that.
yeah, I think I'll be second from that group. So that's
could be a disadvantage for you then.
That's it. That's it. Because eventually we've got to try and win that Europa League.
Yeah.
It's a race at the end of the day. Who can win the most trophies? And Europa League is just going to be sat there waiting. I think you might actually get in that competition first, possibly this season.
Yeah. Hopefully I do.
Well, let's have a look at your team then, because you've been getting quite some strange results, I'd say. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 draw in the league so far, but you've had a difficult run. You've had Liverpool already at Anfield. I lost 2-0 there. Endo and Robertson
I wouldn't
with the
disappoint
goals.
it. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to win the league, so...
No. You beat Burnley 2-0 at home. Just comfortable victory.
It's a game I think I should win.
Yeah, and a 1-1 draw away to Bournemouth.
Disappointed with that game.
Yeah.
But that was my first game.
Yeah, that was... I think you had Dybala, but you didn't have Luis Muriel. You would have just signed him,
yeah.
actually. And then you're also through in the EFL Cup. But that means nothing, because that is not part of Glory Hunt.
Well, I totally changed my team there, didn't I?
Yeah.
Total rotation for that team, and I still got through. So, but like you say, I'm not worried about that cup now.
No, absolutely. Difficult September ahead as well. Tottenham, West Ham, Manchester United, all up next.
Yeah.
That's going to be a telling month for you to go forward. But I think it's time. Let's start off Glory Hunter, the first season. Let's see what happens. This Leipzig team was a lot better than what I thought. We even stuck it to Bayern Munich on their turf. And goals in this team came from many different players. But Xavi Simons was this season's MVP. He was outstanding. Dad's start to the season did pick up in September, but October started with a loss to Luton. However, like Dad said, his aim this year was for the FA Cup, and his new striker Muriel is on fire, surprisingly. So let's see if either of us managed to add a trophy into our Glory Hunter cabinet in the first season. Ooh, 5th place finish, Dad.
That's where I expected to finish, really.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the league table for the whole season, look, I gradually got better and better as the season was going on. And exactly how we thought Chelsea would do, wasn't it?
9th, 10th for a while.
Yeah.
Up to 7th, 6th. Crept into 5th and stayed there.
Yeah.
I mean, the only thing I think you should be a little bit disappointed with is that Villa finished above you. But, I mean, going by real life, Villa's obviously doing a very good in that first season.
Yeah.
In Football Manager terms, they're very hit and miss. Sometimes they can be good, sometimes they can be great. But
I mean, that's how the league table could finish this season quite easily.
Well, Man United down in 13th, let's hope not. 65 points for you is somewhat off the top 4.
Yeah.
But you are in a league of your own, really, as we tend to say sometimes, because the team below you, Tottenham, 59 points, 6 points behind you. So, yeah, you're in there by yourself, really.
You've got to look at the start that I had as well, when I dropped to my lowest point there.
Which was 13th.
Yeah. So, to get back to 5th, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can build on that.
Luis Muriel was your top scorer.
That is a surprise. And I'll be honest with you, it's nice because it was my signing, but I think that's bad because it's only 16 goals.
Yes, I was going to say that to you. Absolutely. So let's have a look then. You finished in 5th place. You gained qualification for the Europa League, which also Man United did, which means they might have won the FA Cup.
I know, I'd seen that off.
They've won something at least.
Yeah, I'm hoping that's the Carabao Cup.
You had 11 losses in total, and there's some Tonkins in there too. Lost 3-0 to Manchester City, 4-0 to Arsenal, 6-2 to Man United. A lot of them, though, only lost 1 home game, Aston Villa.
Yeah.
Drew too many games as well, unfortunately, and drew a lot of games.
So I only
didn't draw any 0-0s.
So I only drew 2 home games there as well.
Yeah.
So at home, I was a fortress.
You were a fortress, as you can see there. You won quite a lot of home games.
Which is a good thing.
At Stamford Bridge. But okay, this is not too bad. Across the season, the profile, Dominic Calvert-Lewin
That
has
is
the
a surprise when you think of
scorer.
how far down Everton are. They're in 15th.
And Erling Haaland only getting 19.
So when you look at my league and goal score with 16 goals, it don't look too bad when you look at the league and goal score at 20, does it?
Yeah, that's true. So that ain't bad at all, really. Okay. Competitions, though. No European football, but 2 cup competitions. Ooh, 4th round by Aston Villa again. Semi-final of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
To Liverpool, which, again, we say it doesn't mean anything, but it looks good on your CV if you get another cup.
That definitely, yeah. It'd have been better for me if I had won it.
For future, obviously, job prospects.
Yeah.
Man City won that, which means it probably was Manchester United in the final against Crystal Palace 5-3.
I think I've missed that chance there with all the other big teams out of that.
Yeah, Aston Villa knocked you out in the 4th round. It's quite early as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plymouth went further. They were in the Championship. They got to the quarter-final. Knocked out by Palace. So there we go. Man United then knocked out.
When you look at the
Villa.
quarter-final, look at the teams that's in that quarter-final there.
Nobody in the top 5 or 6.
Oh, I've missed a big chance there.
Yeah, because Aston Villa got knocked out there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, your goals tally then was 16 for Luis Muriel as top scorer of the league and only 2.5-star ability. You do, of course, have Lukaku coming back.
Yeah.
So that's either somebody you can look to sell or somebody you can look to use. Brozier with 14 and 10. Raheem Sterling had quite a good season as well. Did Nkunku come back, and what did he do? So Nkunku did come back there. Oh no, that's Madueke. There's Nkunku. 24 games, 8 goals, 6 assists.
Yeah.
Could be something to look to plant your hopes on next season. Dybala, I'm noticing, played 22 starts.
I don't understand that
7 goals. He's injured. What did he do? Timeout so far, 5 months. He broke his leg.
Oh.
Broke his leg against Middlesbrough.
That explains why he only played 20 games in it. So he
third
played nearly
round
every
of the
game.
FA Cup. Yeah.
He played nearly every game up until then.
Yeah. Oh, that's a shame.
That's a bit disappointing, really, because he was the one I bought in to sort of really give me that push from there.
Give you attacking options.
Yeah.
Okay, before we have a look to see how I got on, let's have a look at your transfer budget for next season. £53 million.
I'm happy with that because I feel that I've got a few players that I don't want in my squad, so I can make that a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But my biggest problem is going to be who do I bring in to make my team better? That's my...
Yeah.
Because I have got a lot of good players there, haven't I?
You're already talking about next season. Does this mean that you can kind of confirm you're not going to be looking for jobs?
It's got to be like with a top team, and I feel that Chelsea are a top team now.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got myself into 5th. I'm going to have another go this season.
All right.
I'm going to stay at Chelsea this year and have another go.
Okay.
I feel I owe it to myself to have another go.
Yeah.
With a budget like that and the team that I know I've got, give it another go.
With Lukaku and those boys coming back.
Got to, and I.
All right. Let's have a look then. Leipzig, I was top of the league at the start of the season. How did I get on? I won the league! On the final day. On the final day.
You were top nearly all season, then you lost it then.
Wow. Okay. That's amazing. Champions.
Yeah.
Bayern Munich second place. They lost their final game of the season.
Who did they lose against, I wonder?
Did they lose to Frankfurt? Oh, we'll have to find out. I don't know how that's worked out. They lost 4 in total. Oh,
you beat them twice, so that's how they lost the league.
Beat them twice. That's fantastic. I lost 4 games. I also lost to Frankfurt there. Okay, but yeah, if we have a look at past positions, wow. So I didn't even lose the 2 games, which made me drop. I drew 2. Look, 2 1-1 draws, dropped down and behind Bayern Munich. Then they lost on the final day to Hoffenheim, who finished in 5th place.
So who did you play on the final day to win the league then?
Frankfurt, 2-0. Come on. Top of the league. Oh my God, I didn't expect to see Timo Werner there as the top goal scorer of 18. Where the hell's Harry Kane? Does he exist? Can't see him. He's come to this. Or he might have won the DFB Pokal, but he hasn't won the league. No. We got highest average rating. All 3 of my players there. 2 highest assists. Clean sheets, 22. 7 more than Gregor Kobel, David De Gea.
What a signing that was then.
What a free transfer. What a signing. Okay, DFB Pokal. I've already won the Bundesliga, which is fantastic. Am I going to complete Germany?
Nah, you shouldn't.
In the first season. Oh, yes! Come on! Let's go! Harry Kane didn't win a thing. DFB Pokal, Frankfurt again!
Bit of fiddling going on there, I think.
So did I actually beat them twice? At the end of 2-0 both times on the 2 final games of the season. 2-0 both times.
You had in the last 2 games, one to win the league and one to win the cup.
Yeah.
And you beat them twice 2-0.
Oh, got to the quarter-final of the Champions
Match
League.
fixing.
Lost to AC Milan. Sevilla on the way.
I
Wow.
want the German league to look into this. Match fixing going on here, I think.
I topped my Champions League group. Only lost to Celtic and Man City. That's unbelievable. So I
So
went
did you
through
finish
the
off
round
then? I didn't look at that because when you won the cup, I couldn't believe it.
Went through the round of 16, 6-2 against them. Quarter-final, that's when I lost to AC Milan.
Oh, only just 3-2.
Yeah, my end of the season was a little bit ropey, look. I had since the loss to Milan, 6-0 in the Bundesliga, but then I lost to Heidenheim 5-3. 2 draws in a row, then I dropped down, and then the final game of the season.
So really, you were winning it quite easily. It went for that game that you lost 5-3, then the 2 draws,
Yeah,
which let Bayern Munich back in again, didn't it?
yeah, because
It
I
was
had a bit.
nearly a repeat of last season.
Yeah, I had like weird ones like Bochum 0-0, and then I lost 2-1 there to Cologne, lost 2-1 to Frankfurt. So the games that I was losing, I wasn't losing by a lot. Because the first game I lost this season was Gladbach there, September, only a 2-1 loss as well. So I never lost by a big amount.
No.
Outside of when... No, at all. Heidenheim was the only team who beat me by more than 1 goal.
Well done.
I can't
Hell of a
believe I've
start.
managed to do that.
Hell of a start. So my question is to you, what do you do now as a manager then?
Well, that's it. I mean, first season, you never normally manage to complete a full country, especially, obviously, because
No,
I
of
haven't picked Bayern Munich.
Probably no one ever done it until you played against me, innit? Eh?
So, I mean, the question is, one, is there any jobs to go to? Because else I'm just sitting there waiting. Or what? I mean, we'll have a look at my team statistics. 22 goals from Timo Werner, 20 by Benjamin Seska. This team's only going to get better, by the way.
Yeah.
Because I could hold on and see if I can, go for a Champions League. Maybe too far out.
I don't think you... I mean, no, I'm not going to say it. If it was me, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
I'd
I've
be
got
gone, mate.
33 million. So,
I'll
but
tell
if
you
you
what,
have a
why
look...
don't you leave and I'll leave and I'll go to your team.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Job security. There's 2. Newcastle. The Newcastle job is available.
They've got money, mate.
They have.
They've got
we
money.
can see how much. £250 million is their transfer budget.
I think I'll leave the Premier League.
Oh, that is tempting. So I'm guessing Eddie Howe's just been sacked. He has, yeah, he's just been sacked there because they finished in 7th place, which is without Europe. It is without Europe. The only other team was Montpellier. I wouldn't really want to go there. So let's have a look at the other teams. What happened then? Real Madrid won La Liga with Barcelona finishing in 2nd. Atletico Madrid didn't finish very good, did they? Where are they? Oh, 5th. Antonio Conte's the manager. There's been a manager merry-go-round. What's happening here? Diego Simeone left his manager role and is the manager of Manchester United. What is happening?
And they're in Europe.
They are in Europe. League R is won by PSG, who only lost 1 game and drew 1 game. So
They're not going to sack their manager, are they?
no, they absolutely dominated. The Bundesliga we know about. And Serie A was won by Juventus. Inter Milan finished down in 5th place there.
That's a surprise.
Yeah, so Atalanta finished in 2nd place. Allegri is still in charge there. Oh, it's very interesting.
So what was the other teams that was available there? You just said Newcastle was the only weren't the only team that was available, was it?
Montpellier.
Oh, so you wouldn't...
No, there's a couple of insecure ones, Sevilla, Real Betis, but nobody that's like really attractive to go to. Jose Mourinho is at
So this is all new to me now, isn't it? I'm just looking at this thinking,
Yeah.
how does this work then? So
Yeah,
Newcastle's available.
yep. Newcastle is available, as is Montpellier, but
Right.
the rest of them here are only insecure.
Right,
Right
okay.
now, you're stable. Graham Potter's back at Brighton.
That's interesting.
So where is this? Is fantastic stuff. Let's have a look. De Zerbi left his managerial role and is at Inter Milan. We're already seeing all of these managers change positions in season number 1. But I guess, obviously, yeah, the big question is, what do I do? Do I apply for Newcastle, try and get the £250 million and have a crack at the English Premier League and the FA Cup, join you in the Premier League already, season 2, if they accept me, of course? Or do I stick around at Leipzig, maybe try and win some more, build up my reputation? Or do I just resign and wait for something else?
That's the big question.
Yeah, we'll have to find out. First season, I have claimed the Bundesliga and the DFB Pokal to add to my trophy cabinet. But my dad was just as curious as you guys probably are as well. Do I apply for the Newcastle job with the huge transfer budget and join Dad in the Premier League?